All right, welcome into another day of our daily Devos in the Psalms. Pastor Rick here, and we are just jumping right on in to Psalm 128. It's our ninth Psalm of Ascent, 9 out of 15, so we're a little over halfway. And we're just going to jump right in here. And verse 1, how happy is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his ways. How happy is everyone who fears the Lord and walks in his ways. You will surely eat what your hands have worked for. You will be happy, and it will go well for you. Your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house, your children like young olive trees around your table. In this very way, the man who fears the Lord will be blessed. May the Lord bless you from Zion, so that you will see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life, and will see your children's children. Peace be with Israel. Let's go back up to the top there. How happy is everyone who fears the Lord and who walks in his ways. And this is really going back to really their entire history as a people, right? Remember, again, they are walking together, traveling together, going to the house of the Lord essentially for sacrifices, for festivals, for feasting. And this is a big deal, big time of the year, and it's a time for them to recenter themselves in their relationship with God, to recommit themselves to what God has for them, and so they're going all the way back in this song. They're going all the way back to the beginning, to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to all of the promises that were made over their people for years and years and years. Go back to Deuteronomy and the mount of blessing and the mountain of cursing, and choose blessing. And they have history to see times when their people didn't choose blessing. They have time when their people did choose cursing because they chose to rebel. They chose to walk away. They chose to not do as God told them to do, to not fear the Lord and to not walk in his ways. And so this is a way for them to remind themselves and one another, how happy is everyone who fears the Lord and walks in his ways. They eat what their hands have worked for. Again, so just signifying that it's important that we're doing our part. We're partnering with God in this process, that we're doing faithfully, doing the work that's in front of us to do. You will be happy and it will go well for you. And your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house, and your children like young olive trees. So again, Joseph, the tribe of Joseph, Manasseh and Ephraim would be the two half tribes that came out of Joseph's line, were prophesied over as being a fruitful vine that goes out over the walls, and is a blessing to the nation. So your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house. And so it's representative, again, just of that blessing of the Lord, and that it comes through, and that your house would be blessed in such a way because you fear the Lord and walk in his ways. And just this important emphasis on the walking in his ways, that it's not just about believing in God. It's not just about agreeing with him with word only, but that our thoughts and our heart would be so aligned with him, and we would fear the Lord, that we would choose to walk with him, that it would result in obedience. In this very way, verse 4, the man who fears the Lord will be blessed. May the Lord bless you from Zion, so that you will see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life, and will see your children's children. And this blessing here is just, would have been a huge one for their culture, certainly, as your lineage was like the biggest blessing you could account for. And so what a blessing to be able to see your children's children. So to see your grandchildren rise up and be blessed by the Lord as well. So the big takeaway today is to fear the Lord and walk in his ways. Fear the Lord and walk in his ways, and know that the blessing of the Lord will always follow those who fear him, will always follow those who walk in his ways. Even if you've been doing that faithfully and you're in the middle of a hard season, don't quit. Don't give up. Don't stop. Because if you do not give up, if you continue to do good, if you do not grow weary in well-doing, you will reap if you faint not. You will see the blessing of the Lord come upon your life, because blessing always follows obedience. It is a guarantee. Blessing always follows obedience. Obedience doesn't always look exactly as we would like it to look. Excuse me, blessing. Did I say blessing? Obedience always looks like obedience. Blessing doesn't always look like what we want it to look like. And so sometimes it's a matter of shifting even our perspective towards the blessings that are in our lives. Like, we expect blessings from this avenue over here, but we're getting a different kind of blessing over here. And making sure that we recognize the blessings that are coming from the hand of the Lord. With that, God bless you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.